Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football back here at the DFW Coaches Clinic. We are here with the head coach of the Rockwall Yellowjackets, Coach Rodney Webb. Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us today.
That's good to be here.
All right, Coach, last year, not quite the year you wanted to have, but still you got to the second round of the playoffs. Even in a down year, you still won a playoff game, and the Coppell game couldn't win either way late in the season. But overall, I know you hoping for more in 2017, looking ahead to the year. What do you feel are some areas that the Jackets are looking good and some areas where you feel like you're still looking for some young guys to step up in?
Well, we really feel good about the chemistry of our team. We've got a very strong group of leaders that are emerging this offseason. So to me, the culture and the chemistry of a program probably has more to do with ultimately your success or failure than anything. We feel like 11-6A is a very offensive district. We feel like, though, this next year we ought to be pretty darn good on defense. We've got some really good players coming back. Bunch of our second-level defenders are coming back, and we just got some good ones. And so we hope to be better on defense next year than we were. We've got to have a quarterback emerge, got to find a tailback. We've got a lot of guys returning up front, and the majority of the receiver core, minus Sam Crawford, is back. So we think we're certainly going to be competitive next year.
Looking at your district, last year some of the games were just outrageous. Just high-scoring games every week, a lot of playmakers in that district. The defensive coordinators, they band together in the district and just kind of say, we're not going to have this next year. Do you feel like it's going to switch to the defenses next year? Because a lot of the teams are graduating a lot of playmakers.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I don't know the answer to that. I just feel like football in general, at the high school level, has become very offensive, and schematically, there's a defensive coordinator named Carl Reese at University of Texas back in the 90s. He said at a clinic one time, he said, offense is the disease and defense is the cure. And the disease right now, they have not found a cure for. And there's some people doing some really innovative things offensively. So I still think we're going to see a lot of points scored. I think the measure by which we judge our defenses now has changed. I think in the past it was how many yards are you giving up a game. I think how many yards you're giving up a game right now is irrelevant. To me, the question for defense is how many stops are you getting per game. And so those people that are getting stops have a chance to win.
It's a product of teams. Back in the 80s, people were only getting 4 or 5 possessions a half. Now with these up-tempo offenses, there's 8 or 9 possessions per half. So the odds of giving up points are a lot greater. So do you think that's part of it? Is just the tempo of the game is sped up so much now?
Sure. You can look at a game, the length of a game in terms of minutes, or you can look at it in terms of snaps. And there have never been more snaps in a game than there are right now. So it only seems logical that it's going to equate to more yards and more points.
All right, now this clinic, we talked about with some other coaches, one of the best clinics around, especially this time of year. A lot of great speakers, high school speakers only. You were once a young coach coming to these things and trying to absorb as much as you can. What do you preach to especially your younger coaches who are coming here for the first couple times? What types of things do you want them to glean from the guys that are speaking in these clinics?
Well, we have a really good identity at Rockwall. We know who we are, and we don't come to a clinic looking to get 10 or 12 ideas. We don't come looking to learn a brand new offense. We just come to these clinics looking for little bitty things, maybe one little nuance of how can we do something a little bit better. Maybe it's not anything to do with X's and O's. Maybe it's the way we practice or something to do with the special teams drill. We're looking for the minute things. We frankly get more out of that time outside of those lectures where you're sitting at the table in the lounge and you're talking ball with a couple other guys and you got the notepad out. I learned more football doing that than I ever do sitting in a lecture.
Last man with the chalk wins, right?
That's right.
All right, Coach, I got a couple of fun questions for you. First question. I've used this nickname for you on Twitter. I know some other coaches have used it as well. You are known in many circles as the Cooler. Can you tell us where that nickname originated?
Well, Matt, it actually involved you. It was up at Choctaw in Durant, and there appeared to be a dark cloud hanging over me everywhere I went in that casino, and I lost. And not only did I lose, but everybody near where I was standing seemed to be losing. So
I can vouch.
You gave me that name, and it stuck pretty well, and I wear it with pride, to be honest. I will say this, though. My last trip to Shreveport, I won about $700. So I feel like it's not every time.
There was a lady at my table, and she had like trolls and little things out, and she was not pleased with you at all, Coach.
Yeah, there's some people I think if I ever walked back into that casino, they would turn and start running.
All right, final question. Love covering games at Wilkerson Sanders Stadium, one of the better stadiums around. Great experience. They always take good care of the media. But before the game, I like to eat. I like to grab a bite to eat in town, and especially in the town that I'm covering a game in. So, when in beautiful Rockwall, where should one go grab a pregame meal before the Jackets take the field?
There's only one place. There's only one place to go in Rockwall pregame. It's Zanata. You have to go to Zanata. It's on the square. It is about 100 yards from where I live. So I go there quite frequently. But Zanata on the square in Rockwall, hands down, best place to go.
What's the Rodney Webb special? What do you get when you go there?
Angry shrimp and grits.
That sounds like a Max Thompson kind of place there.
It's really good. It's a really spicy dish. It's awesome. And then the bananas foster at the end if you got enough room.
All right. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Congrats on all the success at Rockwall, and good luck in 2017.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Coach. Great.